welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is April 20th, 2025. It is Easter Sunday. For those of you that celebrate Easter, happy Easter. Hopefully you have a great family day if that's what you do, or a big meal, or just enjoy chocolates and an Easter egg hunt. Whatever your age, whatever you're deciding to do today, hopefully you enjoy it and it's a happy day for you. All right, for me though, I'm going to be doing a little post-crossing. We've been tuning in every Sunday and you've been seeing me read off the profiles that I've been picking out lately anyways, because I had to take a little break for a little while, and I show you the postcards that I select for them today, based on yesterday's live stream. So every Saturday I do a live stream and the community gets together and we chit chat a bit. And Olia in Poland brought up that she misses seeing my decorating videos. Lately I've been doing these ones where I just read the profile, I show you the card that I selected, and that's all you get to see about the card. Everything else becomes a mystery. So today we're going to change it up a little bit again. I'm going to cave to peer pressure and go with what people want to see. So today I'm going to read off the profiles that I've selected, and I selected 10 once again. That almost brings me to my max traveling. I still have 4 more that I can send, but for right now we're going to stick with 10. So I'll read off those profiles. I'll show you the cards that I've selected for them, and then we're going to take 2, at least 2, and decorate them. And I've got one that's going to be a mystery one too that I'll show you. So I won't show you that card right away. We'll wait till we decorate it. And it won't be for these Postcrossers. It'll be for one of my people that I direct swap with. So that is what we will do going forward. If you're up for it, make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, and you put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on anything. All right, let's get started. The very first profile that I will read off to you is going to Germany. She says she has a fine family, husband, adult son, a teenage daughter. She's a professional teacher for mathematics, physics, and astronomy. She's a fan of fantasy, Lord of the Rings, science fiction, Star Trek. At weekends, she goes running, reads many books, writes letters to her pen pals, and looks for nice rocks because she likes minerals and fossils. It'd be so nice to get many postcards of any kind from all over the world, but if you can't decide what to write or to send blue cats, or space, science fiction, fantasy, gemstones, fossils, landscapes like oceans, forests, lavender fields, famous buildings. I'm looking forward to every theme. One of my favorite hobbies is collecting stamps. I like that a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this card and I'm going to put it in an envelope and add some stamps to it so they get a little bit of everything. She likes science fiction. I like science fiction. What about Doctor Who and the Cybermen? I don't know if she watches Doctor Who or not, but if she doesn't, I'm going to introduce her to it. And if she does, then she'll know exactly what she's getting. So that is card number 1 going off to Germany. The next post-crossing profile is going to Japan. And she lives with her husband, son, daughter, and dog. Their dog is 16 years old. It's a Chihuahua. What she likes is going to museums. I recently saw the Dali exhibit and was very struck by it. Right now I'm reading a book about Dada surrealism. One day I want to go to the Prado Museum. I want to see the collection of Spanish royal families, especially love portraits, but any artsy postcard is great too. Concerts, I really moved by Tom York concert that she went to last year. This year she went to Green Day and New Order. She's going to go see Offspring in April, so this month. Maybe she's already seen it. Oasis is scheduled to come to Japan, but she couldn't get tickets to that. Movies and dramas that she likes, classic Disney movies, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Stranger Things. And she says she watches a lot of Netflix, so do I. She's looking forward to Robert Pattinson playing Batman. To be honest, her husband is a Pokemon trainer and also a Super Saiyan. If Pokemon is popular with the people around you, let me know how it goes. And Dragon Ball too. I wanted to start something new in 2025, so I registered with this community. Can't speak English at all, but I'll try my best. Well, what she's translated here worked out perfectly. So good luck in her new endeavors of postcrossing. It's a great hobby. Well, I'm going to send her this. She likes museums and things. This is the Art Gallery of Ontario in Toronto, and there you can see the sculptures that are out front. So hopefully with her love of museums, this will be one of the ones that maybe one day she'll get a chance to go to. All right, my next card is going to China. And she says she's a millennial and often is nostalgic for the 20th century. I wish I could experience that era. I try to connect with it through film photography Polaroids, movies, vinyls, and more. I'm passionate about music, especially rock, indie, and techno. She used to play the bass, and some of her favorite artists include the Beatles, Queen, Oasis, Blur, Tessa Tang, Faye Wong, and Soda Green, and My Little Airport. I haven't heard of a few of the last ones. She also sings soprano in a choir at her university. I've always been fascinated by the harmonica and accordion, and she's learning the harmonica by herself. In addition to music, I enjoy gardening, journaling, and making handcrafts. I also collect postcards and badges. These hobbies soothe my mind and allow me to fully immerse myself in the moment. Recently, I've become really interested in embroidery and sewing. If you share the same interests, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it. I love movies, except superhero and Hollywood action films, especially drawn to the works of Hitchcock and the elegance of the golden age of Hollywood. Reading is another part of my life. I enjoy science fiction, detective novels, thrillers, and literary classics. I also have an interest in tarot and Chinese culture and arts. She lives in the northeast of China. The region is full of natural beauty, wide plains, rolling mountains, rivers, endless racing cornfields, and vast forests. Winters here are long and cold, but the other seasons are truly pleasant. I spent a lot of time in the countryside as a child, and I experienced the experience shaped my deep appreciation for peaceful landscapes and traditional ways of life. All kinds of postcards are welcome. If you want to check out the themes, I'll be grateful for mountains, rivers, fields, forests, countryside scenes, classic rock bands and music-related themes, golden age of Hollywood stars, Soviet-style architecture and other styles like brutalism, futurism, and constructivism, vintage or retro aesthetics, anything related to traditional culture. There's a certain kind of destiny in exchanging postcards with people across the globe. Your words are just as meaningful as the card itself. I appreciate every card I receive. P.S. If possible, please write or print my address in Chinese. The Chinese postal system can be a bit unpredictable, and this really helps ensure that your postcard reaches me. Maybe writing Chinese characters will be a fun challenge for you. I'm going to print mine out. If you sent me a postcard that hasn't arrived after more than 180 days, send me a message and I'll register it. I'd also appreciate if you could write the date or upload a photo of the postcard when you send it. Even if it gets lost, we'll still be able to see it on the postcard wall. All right. Well, if you like vintage and actresses, this is what I'm going to send you. So a vintage card, or vintage-esque card. These originally came from Amazon, so they're not vintage, but they have that look to it. And if she likes stars and actresses of the past, there's one for her. Okay. Moving on to Virginia, the USA. She says, since 1980, I've been a postcard collector. My other hobbies is collecting autographs and bookmarks. I'm also the historian of my hometown. For over 40 years, I have been a genealogist and just did my DNA test. I'm 100% Eastern European. My favorite postcard is of scenic postcards, Halloween, postcards with your state or hometown, historic landmarks, Route 66, national parks, castles, England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, royal family, ghosts, Coca-Cola, I Love Lucy, any postcard from the United States, but I would like postcards that you send me. Well, she mentioned Halloween, and what else did she send? Historic landmarks, national park, all sorts of things there. How about this one? For the Miramichi here in New Brunswick, an autumn haunting. So a little bit different, especially to send this on Easter, but it won't arrive on Easter, so she likes Halloween and scary stuff. There's a haunting for her. Okay, the next one is going to Austria. She's married, has 2 daughters. She works at a local kindergarten and loves it. And she gives you this quote. Children aren't this quote. Children aren't coloring books. You don't get to fill them in with your favorite colors. By Khaled Hosseini. She loves languages, reading books, music, cooking, baking, ice skating, tea, and likes to go for a walk and enjoy nature. I love choosing a card and taking my time to write it. I love postcards with landscapes, national parks, or sites of your country, beautiful images related to your country, Downton Abbey, libraries of your country, book-related postcards, postcards about ice skating and ice skates, cats on a windowsill, cats by Irina Garmashova, tea or hot chocolate-related postcards, picturesque old street views, dreamy little villages, Postcards by Hannah Dale, beautiful images of a typewriter, correspondence, letters, postcards, Christmas and winter postcards in November and December. Tell me how you celebrate Christmas. Are there special traditions? What do you like to do during the winter time during Christmas season? If you have a very special, beautiful Christmas card, you can send it to me all year round. You can write to me in German, English, French, Spanish, or Italian. I love to hear about you, your day, your special moments, your country, or whatever is bothering you at the moment, or maybe your favorite movie, book, song, or place. I love much text on the postcard, and please write the date on your postcard. I appreciate beautiful stamps. Sure, your postcard will put a smile on my face. Thank you. Each postcard is a treasure. Well, she wants parks. This is Fundy Park in Albert County here in New Brunswick. One of my favorite places to go hiking and exploring in. I go at least once or twice every summer, especially go down to get sticky buns in Alma. So that is going off to her. Next card is going to Germany. Hey, you. She lives close to Frankfurt. She works as a teacher for kids with special needs who have difficulties in learning and speech. I'm in love with the seaside and the ocean, probably because it is so far away from where she lives. My favorite thing to do are being outside, playing board games, and chatting with friends. I also recently started with acrobatics, which is a lot of fun. I like art and artsy things, tea, plant, and my parents' cat. My comfort TV show, even if a bit outdated, is Friends. I have many interests, so if you don't have to worry about the postcard you choose to send, I'm excited for every postcard that reaches me. If you need some ideas, you can check out the list below. Everything sea-related, jellyfish, octopus, whales, sailing boats, self-made cards, arts and illustrations, drawings and paintings, photography, the night sky and space, vintage cards, Moomin cards, recipes, landscapes, anything you think is cool. You don't know what to write? Don't worry about it. You can tell me basic things. For example, where do you live? What do you experience today? You can tell me about something good or bad that has happened to you. Maybe you just like to recommend a book, a board game, a film, a series, a song, or a recipe you like, or just some thought that has recently crossed your mind. Happy postcrossing. Well, you're away from the ocean. How about this one from Newfoundland? It is a meetup card, but every spring the ice comes and flows by Newfoundland and you get to see icebergs. You can really see the scale, this boat next to this iceberg, and how much is beneath the water. So I think it's a beautiful card. It is something to experience. I've been over to Newfoundland once in my lifetime and did get to see some icebergs floating by. All right, my next card, another one going to China. Said both English and Chinese addresses are good to receive postcards. Either one is okay. She prefers no envelope. She's 37 years old, a mother of one teenage girl and one kindergarten boy. Currently, they live in southeast of China. Before I became a full-time mother at home, I did some regular work for a wheel manufacturing factory in the last 15 years until the whole economic situation got worse. Good thing is now I'm retired early and enjoying life. I lived in Newcastle, UK for 2 years and Houston, USA for 3 years. I'm a big fan of script murder or role-playing games, murder mystery, board games. I also like reading novels and mangas. Recently, I read horror and detective fictions a lot. I travel to many places. My favorite is Jiangxing province and Yellowstone Park. I'm now carrying her third child. She's curious about traditions of pregnancy and newborn babies from your country. Any popular baby names recently? How do you or your parents handle the relationships between brothers and sisters? Lists of preferences. Lightning McQueen from the cartoon movie Cars. My 6-year-old boy, Ben, loves him deeply. The race cars, the police cars, the special engineering trucks, tanks, guns, and fighter planes. From Japan, her daughter is a big fan of Kido and the Spy X family, Hunter, EVA, and Gundam. Godzilla, Iron Man, Pikachu, Plants vs. Zombies, local cartoons, manga from your country or kids, local foods and views of wild animals, big sea animals, national parks, local world heritage, kids in traditional costumes, greetings from maxi cards, propaganda, or anything religious is okay as well. I also collect stamps for many years. Can you please put some special stamps on the postcard if possible? I better underline that just so I don't forget. And so I'm going to send this. I don't send a lot of war postcards off. This is an aircraft carrier and the Medal of Honor Memorial Museum in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. So I thought her son Ben might appreciate the ship and the planes and the helicopters that are on it. So that's why I'm sending that one. Okay. My next card is going to Spain. I don't send a lot of cards to Spain, so it's nice to do one. I have Lewis in Spain that I get to trade with, but it's nice to get a Postcrosser there too. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing out to you because it's all in Spanish. So I took my translating app and went over it. I learned that she was a museum historian, loves art, loves animals, and so I'm going to send this one. We have this nice artwork. On the back it says, Rosario Santino Morgano is becoming renowned for his beautiful wildlife studies. All of his studies are created by employing only dots using a number 104 pen point and India ink. Rosario developed this unique style of pointillism after studying the 18th century neo-impressionist Seurat. Each original takes from a few dozen hours to over 200 hours to complete. Thank you for your selection. So imagine all of this is just with dots. So I'm hoping she will really appreciate this card, this art, and the work that it took. All right. The next card is going to the Netherlands. It says, thank you for visiting my profile. 35 years old, living in the Netherlands together with her cat. And she goes on to say that her cat now is deceased. So there was an update in there. So it's always hard when you lose a pet. She says she loves marine mammals, but especially loves for orcas and killer whales. I'm lucky to have seen a wild killer whale in Iceland and in Norway. Then I love steamships, with special love of the Titanic and her sisters. I have been to the Titanic exhibition in the Netherlands, and I visited the Titanic Museum in Belfast, but other big cruise ships are also interesting, like the Queen Mary 2, or container ships such as the Merzak? All right, I'm messing that up. My hobbies are doing research. I'm quite the nerd for love for data. I love to be in the garden. I have a garden, and I love the life in it. I'm also building the Lego Titanic at this moment. Wow, almost finished. So that's a huge project, the Lego Titanic. Big set. I have also special love for Iceland. I've visited the country 3 times, and I'm planning my next visit. So many things to see and discover, and look for whales. Since Corona, I've started to hike and run for sports. I am diagnosed with chronic migraines, and it is one way for me to relax and try to lose some weight. It's not an easy battle. Hopefully I'll be able to sport more when I get more control of this ongoing headache. I also would love to be back reading again. I love to read fantasy and detectives. A little list of postcards that I love to receive. Killer whales, whales, dolphins, porpoises, ships and steamships, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Aurora Borealis, fantasy animals, any kind of cute animals such as cats, dogs, and raccoons, hedgehogs, things connected to the garden, Iceland-related things. Her boyfriend loves pugs, penguins, and seals, so if you have any of these, they're more than welcome. Maybe he will become a post-crossing obsessed as well. Since a few weeks ago, I have 2 hedgehogs visiting my garden. I'm also now a hedgehog lover, and I am watching the camera to spot them. I think they're so cute. There are many postcards to send, but there are a few that make other people happy, like typical tourist cards, free ad cards, so send those to other people. I'm looking forward to your postcards. Happy post-crossing. Well, you like big ships? How about this one here from the cruise terminal in Hong Kong? There's a nice big cruise ship that's on there. It kind of reminds me of my trip with my wife back in September. So we'll send that off. All right, the last official postcard that I'm going to be doing today is going to Austria. A very small profile. It says, I'm living in Vienna. I'm interested in sports, skiing, tennis, and soccer, movies, collect stamps and postcards, traveling around. Postcards in envelopes with nice stamps are always welcome. And if you saw the flash, my power just flickered. I don't know why. It's kind of nice outside. I mean, it's windy, but not sure what happened there. Well, he says he likes stamps. How about send a stamp postcard? Recently got this one, so I might as well send it out again. All sorts of different stamps around here. And so that's the one that's going to go off there. Well, that is part 1 of the video. Part 2 is taking a couple of these and decorating them. So let's get on to doing that. All right, the first card that I'm going to do is this one here, the cruise ship. It's going to the Netherlands. She said she really likes whales and marine life and mammals, well, marine mammals. And so let's decorate it in a bit of a sea look to it. We're going to put some of these, there's washi tape to start. You know, who have been watching decorating videos of mine in the past, you know that when I put on my washi tape, rather than doing the traditional across the board, bottom, sides, and top, I like to do it in a little bit of a diagonal. And so many of the people that watch my channel now, when they send me cards, at least, they're sending it in the diagonal, which is kind of cool. And let's put some fishies on there too. Just tidies up the corner like that. Gives it a bit of color. And then let's put some sharks on there. There will be a bit of the theme. I don't have a lot of whale stickers and things like that, but I do have some sharks. I know they're not the same thing, but if she likes animals of the sea, sharks are among them. Just up this edge. And there we got a colorful aquatic corner now. And then I'm going to put on the stamps and endangered whales. I mean, could it be anyone other than that? And then, of course, we have the orca that she loves. So we're going to start with that stamp. Because this is international, I'm going to put 3 of them on. So she's going to get 3 different whales to choose from to enjoy. Let's do a pod of whales too as the last one. Now we got some whales. And let's do, how about a shark swimming off the edge? Maybe like that. Let's put the address over there, so let's do it like this. We'll save the head of the shark. And have it coming out on the other side. And maybe should have put the like that, and then put an address in there. That might be kind of nice. So the bottom of the card is kind of looking like the bottom of the ocean. Tidy that up. Tidy that up. So then it's starting to look like this. I do want to have the shark going after something or looking at something. So why not have a little Nemo? Swim, Nemo, swim! We won't let you be alone in the anemone. We'll put another one there too. We got a couple fish. We got the shark. And also want to put an airmail sticker on there. So let's put that up here in the corner. So I have room to write. I'm gonna put the address over here somewhere, maybe right in there, and then write the message. So that's one card decorated. Card number 2, the vintage card going to China, who likes gardening. So we are going to put some floral mixed with movie washi tape down because she likes movies. So this is a perfect washi tape for her, I think. We did even do a second strip of that. I won't do another strip of the exact same. I'll put some flowers because she likes gardening. I'll run that up here. Because this is a smaller card too, I've taken her address and cut it into 2 separate pieces. I printed it off from the Postcrossing one. So there's the English and then there's the Mandarin version. So I've got 2 little squares, so we're going to be overlapping them, something like that. I'm going to have to put 3 little stamps once again there. I don't have the international rate stamp at the moment, so I will use 3 smaller Canadian stamps. I'm going to put those on right now so I know how much space I actually have. Just different landscape pictures of Canada. And then I'm going to continue with the floral motif and put a couple flowers on here too. Get these started. If you're watching tomorrow's video about my unboxing, you're going to see where some of these things came from. I did unbox it earlier to give myself some time and so I could use some of these things. So let's put nice flowers on the corner there. Trim off the extra. So we have that. And because it's extra, I can put a little bit of floral just to accent the top here. Or maybe even down the side. Just to spruce up the corners. Not very much, a little extra there. And then maybe I will add one more in here. Let's see. I've got these rolls of flowers, so I'll add one more in there too. Because her address is going to take up a lot of space, I still have to leave myself some room for writing a message. But I can just mix it up along the bottom there. Once again, trim off the extra. And then we can reuse the extra in another space. So let's just do that up the side. It gives you a nice, really nice floral look to it when you do that. I only used 2 stickers, but was able to maximize them and use them in 2 spots. I still have to put an airmail sticker on, so we'll do that up here. We'll cover over those boxes like that. Gives me space to write and put the address. That card's done. All right, the third card I'm going to show you is a bonus card. So I didn't show you this one. It is the Joys of Easter. Today is Easter Sunday, so I'm going to send that. It's a vintage card. Really nice old look to it. I'm going to not put a lot of writing on it, but I want to make it pop for Easter. And so you're using this roll of flowers. And we're going to have to try something here. See what I'm doing? Run that like that. I'm gonna save this last bit. Dropped it all on the floor. Oh no. All right, we're gonna going to trim. I have a card that's going to look like that. Take the extra off this roll. I have a beautiful base. You can see I just dropped the whole thing on the floor. Just want to quickly get that up off the floor. This is perfect for bigger cards or ones that you're not going to be putting a lot of writing on, because I certainly don't have a lot of space on this after, but I really like the floral print. Then we're going to do some trimming. We're going to trim this off. Don't need that anymore. We're going to trim the base off. Trim the edge off this side. And then it's going to look like that. And I don't have a lot of space for stamps, which is all right. This one's staying within Canada, so I'm going to not need an airmail sticker. We're going to put a King Charles III stamp there in the corner. And it leaves me very little room to write. I am going to put the address, which I've pre-printed off. Just trim it up a bit here so it takes up even less space on the card. And I did put hedgehogs on all the other cards. I just didn't show you. I put the address on first. The address in this case is only going to take up this much space because I've made it small. And then I can write my message. So you don't have to use washi tape on everything. You don't have to use a lot of different decorations in order to decorate a card. These strip stickers, which this one comes in a big roll, has lots of different flowers and things, and you can take off a portion of it. You don't have to do the whole bottom like I did this time. I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you do that, and I know that the person I'm sending it to will like it. But I think, wow, what a spring look this card has to it now. And yeah, I can write the date. I can write a little message up here. But if I was putting this, say, on, let me just show you another example. This card, which is much larger, I could have put a portion of it here, had lots of room left to write, the address, the stamps. So depending on the card you're using, you can use these stickers for a bunch of different things. I also could have trimmed this sticker way down low and just had the flowers low and still left myself with a lot of room on top. That would have been another option. So yeah, I just wanted to show you another cool sticker option for decorating that doesn't take a lot of different stickers, and they're inexpensive to do this, to say the least. This roll of stickers, which will last me quite a while, was maybe about $2 off of Temu. So it was worth it for me to experiment and test this one out. Well, that's it. It's good to be back decorating with you guys again, showing you some of the different techniques that I use that aren't showstoppers by any imagination, but certainly can make a card look a little bit different when you just add a few things. I stole the idea of decorating a sticker and putting it on half and cutting it off from Olia in Poland. She does an amazing job decorating, and so I've taken that technique. I started the technique, as far as I know anyways. I'm going to claim that I started it using the diagonal washi tape in the corner in order to put a little bit of washi tape on, but not cover the card, leaving yourself with lots of different spaces there. And yeah, if you want to know different decorating techniques, watch other YouTubers. How do they decorate? Check on Instagram. Check to see decorating posts that way. There are a ton of talented people out there. I'm not one of them, but I am happy to be able to show you how I decorated these few cards. I still have a bunch more that I have to do, and we'll get to that next. So you guys have a magical week and a happy Easter. What follow? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye. My sister and family stopped by yesterday for an egg hunt, and I didn't think I was going to have any chocolate. They brought me some Terry's orange chocolate eggs. Normally something I only do at Christmas time is get the Terry's orange, but we'll make an exception this year for Easter. Here are the little eggs. Delicious. Thank you, Carolyn.